So now we're gonna be doing the second route here at the drive test center at 4380 Wellington. So we just left the drive test center parking lot and we're going downhill to Wellington. Instead of turning left on Exeter Road, the second route is just going straight on Wellington, going north, and you're gonna pass Exeter Road. So as I'm showing you in the video, so stay on this lane, on the right lane. The examiner may want you to change lanes, but if you change lane, you're gonna go back to this lane anyway. But just stay on this lane, and you're gonna pass Exeter Road along Wellington, these lights. And as soon as you pass these lights, stay on the right lane. They're gonna not make you change lanes anymore because the exit is on Dearness Road. And a lot of people get surprised if they don't know about this route because they say, hey, we never practiced here. So this is the alternate route that certain examiners use for G2. It's mostly the female examiners that use this route. So if you have a female examiner, then more than likely they'll take this route. So now we're moving along Wellington North. So you pass the store Wendy's, you pass Pizza Hut on the right. And by the way, when you're driving, always look forward, as far as you can see forward, because that's the essence of driving. So you have between 12 to 15 seconds extra time to react to what's happening ahead of you. And then always look at the mirror, side mirrors. You're expected to be looking at them from 5 to 8 seconds a minute per minute. So 5 to 8 seconds, you know. So we're just gonna go straight. So you're gonna be passing this 1160 Bar and Grill, the keg. You're gonna pass this. It's hard to see, that's why I'm mentioning this Comfort Inn. You're gonna pass that. When you pass the 4 Point Sheraton, they're gonna be telling you to turn right on this road called Dearness. So turn right here. Yeah. Make a right in here. And Dearness, so Dandy's Charbroiled right there. You're gonna be turning right here and then go straight along the road. 168 Sushi Asian Buffet. And then we're gonna go straight. Straight, yeah. Speed here is about 50 because there's no speed posted, so it's 50.
So guys, remember, if there's no speed limit, the default is 50.
Right. If there's no speed sign,
Speed sign, we have that. Sure. Okay.
The default speed is 50.
Okay, we got it.
Within the city
Within the
of
city.
London, yeah. Outside of the city of London, the default speed is 80, and that's per Highway Traffic Act. That's in the highway, but in the city outside of London it's 60. I should make a correction. It's 60 outside of London if it's not posted, but in the highway outside of London, in the farm areas, it's 80. So you're gonna pass Bradley Street across, and once you get there, they'll make you do a 3-point turn. They won't make you do a parallel parking here because there's no curb. It's only shoulders, so it's hard for them. Unless they go to the side street, they might find a car you can parallel park. So they may do for sure they're gonna make you do a 3-point turn. but they may not find a spot for a parallel park. You're gonna go back to that Ernest area, the one at Sholto by Bradley. Okay, so here they're gonna ask you to do a emergency stop here. Pull over, do an emergency stop. So you're gonna go to the shoulder of the road, signal to the right, stop, park the car, put the car in park, and put the hazard lights on. And then they're gonna ask you, okay, do a 3-point turn here. Do a 3-point turn. So check the side mirror, check your blind spot. Wait till it's clear. On both ends, you can't do a 3-point turn if a car is coming from the other side. It has to be completely clear, you know, of traffic. All the way to the left, then all the way to the right, reverse. Good. And then we're going to back to Bradley Street, and we're gonna make a right turn on Bradley. Yeah. So this is just the alternate route, you know, and then you go back to Bradley, then you go back to that area, or Jalna and Ernest. Okay, turn right here. Whoa. Make a left lane change. Yeah, stay in this lane. And here they're gonna make you most likely turn to Ernest Road, where there's a school zone. They can make you turn left or right, so it just depends on the examiner. But they want you to be tested on the school zone, and there's 2 schools in here, elementary schools, so they're gonna be testing you. So you're gonna make a right turn on Ernest Road. This is a school zone area. 2 big schools are here. So stop on a red light, but you can make a right on a red, so you check you're allowed to go forward, Ron.
I'm gonna move forward, but I'm gonna stop.
And stop, and then make your checks. Yeah, and it's green, so you can turn right. Here, it's gonna be 40. Yeah, once you see those signs, indication that it's caution for the speed, and 40K begins. And there will be speed bumps in here. So on a speed bump, you're supposed to be going only at 30, because it hurts your suspension if you go more than 30. You stop only for pedestrians. If there's no pedestrians, you don't have to stop. Another speed bump. Speed bump. And now 50K begins in here. straight. And you're gonna make a right on Southdale. So change lane to the right. Check the blind spot, good. You're gonna make a right in here along Southdale. And it's green. Go, yeah. The pedestrian just crossed, so we're allowed to go straight. And we're driving along Southdale, which is back to 60. Because if the road is wider, you know, in the city, it should be at 60. If it's narrower, then it should be at 50. So that's how you judge what approximately the speed limit is on a street. Now we're passing Good Life Fitness and also the No Frills at Southdale. There's a girl crossing a wheelchair. We call that electric chair? Motor chair. Electric chair sounds like a terrible thing. A motor chair. I've been a nurse for 40 years. I should know what it's called, right? Handicap chair. Motorized handicap chair. So we're going straight. And we're going to go back to Wellington. And this road test went well for Ron. He's going to be changing lanes to the right, check your blind spot, and turning right in here. It's a yield, so on yield you don't have to stop, just yield to traffic and then go if it's clear. Yeah, don't hesitate. Yeah, if it's your turn. Yeah, so yield, you only yield and make sure that it's clear to go. You stop if you need to stop. Say there's a pedestrian crossing illegally. Even if the pedestrian is crossing illegally, you have to stop for them. And then if there's traffic impeding your way, you have to stop too until it's clear. So that's what yield means. Yield means you're giving way to the other traffic. But if you're ahead and there's no traffic involved, just go straight. Make sure you signal and go ahead. Go ahead, make my day. Let's Clint Eastwood. Old actor. Go ahead, make my day, punk.
That's cool.
Beautiful day at London today. It's rare. Enjoy the few last days of summer, because when September ends, it's gonna be cold again. Then you see the falls coming, and then the leaves are gonna start to fall. The falling leaves drift by my window. Then winter comes, and then it sucks again. That's such a negative thought of winter. Because we were born in the Philippines, where it's hot. It's summer all year out. But we want to improve our lives. Go to Canada, they said. Come to Canada, they said. Then you end up washing dishes, doing menial jobs. Hey, every successful person has been through things like this.
Exactly. Fact.
It's a fact.
Exactly.
Presidents, bank presidents, CEOs, they all went through washing dishes, scrubbing floors, throwing garbage, and it improves your work ethic. You know, you enjoy working for yourself or for others. As long as you're working, you're being productive. That's what's important. Papagallo. 40 years of nursing has driven me crazy, I think. Yeah, nursing is a little bit toxic. If I'm not saying anything against the profession. It's a very lofty profession. It's the most honest group of professionals you'll ever meet. You can't lie if you're a nurse. You can't lie to a patient. You can't lie to the doctor. You can't lie to the relatives. You have to be straight and honest. You have to document what's supposed to be documented. If you did something wrong, you have to tell them, hey, I made a mistake, a med error. You can't hide the med error. You have to tell them, I gave a patient the wrong pill. I'm sorry I'm going on an abstract, but that's what nursing did to me. I'm going off tangent. So focus back on driving. Driving is fun, folks. Once you have your G2, you can buy a car. You can drive your family around. You have independence. But for G2, you cannot have any alcohol in your blood. So when you go to a party, you drive to a party, you cannot drink one sip of alcohol. Because if they are doing breathalyzers and they notice they smell alcohol on you and they do a blood test, you can be losing your G2 license. It will be suspended for 30 days. Then you have to pay $281 just to get it back. And then you have automatic 6 points demerits right away. So that's why you're suspended. So when you have your G2 license, absolutely no alcohol. If you are under 19 and you have your G2 license, you cannot drive around with more than one 19-year-old as a passenger after midnight. When you turn 20, or after 6 months of obtaining your G2 license, you can have 3 people under 19 after midnight. Capiche?